Hey! So I am in the final preparation stages for my next show, which is GenCon, and if you remember last year, it was quite the fun event. I'm really excited about this year because it was probably my favorite show last year, and I have a bigger table this time, and I'm looking forward to some of the new art that I'm bringing this year. So I thought it'd be fun to bring you along with me for the whole process of just kind of me planning my tables out and yeah, just getting there and seeing how it goes. So I have a setup in my living room that is going to be my plan for this show. And if you've seen me at recent shows, I've been carrying these tapestries in my backdrop, and I plan on using those on the front of my tables. These are just taped down to the table and just draped. There will be a tablecloth behind these, so I don't have to worry about covering in the in-between gaps perfectly. This is where I have my scarf tower, so to speak. I think there's probably too many on here right now, but I was just playing around with folding these and hanging them up. But these are all on a little ring, as well as more in the little bin right here. And then in front of it I have a bin where more prints will be located. These prints are all going to be 11 by 14 this year. I've decided to kind of simplify things for myself and move everything down into one size. If you're curious at all what this is a record holder, and this thing just collapses. And then next I have some small sketches and originals that I'll be taking with me. I need to put these into bags and have them like this, where they're in a little backing board. And this is just my usual plate holder kind of setup, which I've used in the past for my prints. Next I have a selection of my featured prints. These I'm gonna have laid out in stacks, and also have the vertical ones in the back. Right now I'm playing with what prints to have up and also how to display them. I have these little clips that clip onto the bottom to hold things up vertically, or I can also use the more traditional little easel stands. And then last but not least, I have a couple more things down here. I have a sign to kind of remind people that I'm on these different social media accounts. I have my regular business cards. These are some older ones. I've changed my branding a lot since then, but I wanted to get rid of those, so I'll bring those with me. As well as my new Patreon cards, and these ones I'm really excited about sharing with people. I have my art books down here, including my new one. And then I'll also have my newsletter sign up. And I'm gonna be trying something this year. I have a tablet that I can use for sign up, but I also have a paper sheet that I could also put here. And I'm kind of thinking I might try both. You see, one of my friends mentioned the fact that he gets more sign-ups when people are actually signing up on a paper sheet rather than a digital one, and I'm kind of curious to see if that is true. So I'm contemplating having sign-ups on my iPad like I normally do for a day, and then switching out and seeing if there's just as many sign-ups for the next day. Obviously there'll be two different volumes of people. I'm just curious, kind of a little mini experiment. I have a setup designed for the back of this. The entire GenCon art show comes with pro panels, so I don't have to worry about bringing any sort of banner, backdrop type of thing that's freestanding. I can just attach something to what they already provide. Thankfully, I have an awesome friend who's helped work with me on getting a setup that can raise our backdrop higher than the standard 6 feet. And so I'm gonna be buying a tapestry that I can hang up to use as advertisement, just to kind of catch people's eye. But yeah, on the back here, behind my table, I will be putting up a lot of framed originals as well as my matted originals, which are these guys right here. And that will kind of fill in my backdrop with a lot of color and just, yeah, be really eye-catching for people to kind of stop and see my stuff really easily. So I got a whole bunch of business cards, and these will be for GenCon, DragonCon, and WorldCon, as well as Rose City. But I've changed these up a little bit, and I've put my little icons for what social media accounts I'm on. And a new thing is I have Patreon cards as well. These ones have a slight metallic finish, which I really like a lot. And the other thing that I wanted to show you were these. These are metal stands that are meant for holding up signage on a table. And I'm thinking about using them for the back of my display because they're really streamlined. They don't take up a lot of space, and I can use them for multiple different things. I can use them for holding my prints up. I could also use them for holding up signs like my little sign down there about my social media. Alternatively, I could use the little easel stands that you guys have probably used before or seen me use. I'm not really sure which one I'm going to decide on. I thought I'd show you really quick. This is how Cat Print packs their prints if you're curious. They shrink wrap them all in bundles like this so that the corners are all protected. And I usually get stacks about this large. I don't know how many. That's probably about 200 prints per stack. And then they always come in a box like this with these little foam pieces. This isn't styrofoam. This is like a biodegradable material. This actually just dissolves in water. If you have like a garage sink where you clean out your messy brushes and stuff like that, this is perfect for there. Just be careful that it doesn't clog your drains. It will if it doesn't dissolve all the way, basically is what it is. So make sure you have them fully dissolved before you flush it down, but it's totally safe and totally fine. So everything arrives safe and sound, which is also important too. So I just got another frame in the mail, and I'm gonna open it up with you guys because I'm taking it to GenCon, and I can't wait to show you because I'm using a new company for my frames. I'm just giving them a try, and yeah, maybe some sort of comprehensive review might be in store. I'm not really sure yet. So let's find out together if this was worthwhile or not. So I just had a random piece of artwork of mine printed because FrameBridge is interesting that they don't offer just their frames, they offer the whole package, the whole framing service. So you can't just buy a frame and a mat with some plexi. So to get around that, I'm going to be taking this print out and putting in my original artwork, and a little bit roundabout way of doing things, but actually a custom frame from anywhere else would cost me the same amount, and so getting a basically getting a free print out of this. It has plexi on the front. It's a really nice real wood frame. It is already ready to hang, so it has the wire and stuff here on the back and backing paper and everything. I have to say, first impressions, I am very impressed. I was really happy with how it was packed, and I'm definitely going to be using them again for some more pieces here soon. So I just want to close this really quick by saying that if you have any questions about my setup here for GenCon, just let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to bringing you the next installment of this GenCon saga, so to speak, and showing you what the floor is like and what the convention was actually like in the end. I will see you in my next video. Thanks and goodbye.